you can see there, the president on your screen this moment, engaging directly with members of the media, as well as residents, as well as volunteers who've, rolled up their sleeves, helping to highlight the importance of keeping cities clean, safe and vibrant out there in Kliptown. And we understand that after wrapping up at the Walter Sisulu Square, the president is expected to make his way to the Nasrec Expo Center. And this is where he'll be doing a walkabout there. This is ahead of that all-important G20 summit. We'll be following that story for you in the meantime. Right here on the agenda, President Cyril Ramaphosa there engaging stakeholders after that cleanup campaign in Kliptown. Hopefully third time lucky. Let's listen in.
Country have good reason to want to protest. We are engaging with them and we are dealing with the issues that they are raising. I have spoken a great deal of times against gender-based violence and calling on men of South Africa to treat the women of our country and the girls of our country with respect and with dignity as well. That rather than abuse women, we must be protecting the women of our country. So I have the full support for the anger and the disapproval that they are demonstrating.
Mr. President, I'm here as well. Thanks. In regard to the flight that is carrying the people from Palestine, you did mention that it appears as if they are being flushed out. I just want to understand whether it is your understanding that it is the government of Israel that has brought them here. But given the fact that we may not know whether they will bring more people, are we in a position, do we have a program perhaps to deal with the possibility of that influx if they were to bring more? Lastly, I mean, you're also president of the ANC. Today, the matter is before the Supreme Court of Appeal, where you as the party are challenging the fact that the MK party is using your symbols and all that. Some people are saying you possibly are just oxygenating the MK party. Is it worth it?
Well, the issue of the Palestinians who've been brought here is a matter, as I said, that we're paying attention to. We obviously need to look at the origins, where it started, the reason why they've been brought here. And ordinarily we would have said they should go back because they didn't have any documentation. But out of empathy, out of compassion, and because they are a people that we as South Africa have raised our hands to support, we felt that we should accept them and process their matter. So their matter is being processed, we are discussing it, our intelligence agency is involved, and the Home Affairs is involved, and DERCO is also involved. So we're going to do a proper evaluation and see what the future portends when it comes to this. So we will be dealing with it, and as I said, we will make an announcement so that the people of South Africa know precisely what is happening and how this matter came to be where it is. With regard to the ANC, it's the normal course. The laws allow any party, any entity to engage in legal action to protect its own copyright, its own identity, and we're not giving oxygen to anybody. If anything, the ANC is protecting its own name, its own standing, and its own identity.
Last question, Chuboy.
Mr. President, if the Americans are not here, who are you going to hand over the G20 presidency to?
Well, the normal practice in the G20 is that the country that is next in line to be president of the G20 will be there so that the current president hands over to them. Now, I have said in the past, I don't want to hand over to an empty chair, but the empty chair will be there, probably symbolically hand over to that empty chair and then talk to President Trump and say, even though you are not here, I am now handing over to you the reins of chairing or being president of the G20. Because the G20 as an entity continues. whether they are here or not. So they now have the task to take over and run it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, President.
Why continue engaging a country, Mr. President, that is seemingly saying you are an insignificant country and we are not going to engage with you? Why the banter to continue engaging with an administration that sees South Africa for nothing?
Well, yes, there could well be a view that we should not engage with the United States, but the United States is an important market. And in fact, we want to engage more with their businesses. It's less about other things, but with their businesses, because governments facilitate the engagement at trade level, at economic level. So we want to continue trading with the businesses of the United States, with the people of the United States, because we export products to that country that in the end don't end up in the White House. They end up in the hands of consumers in the United States. So that is our great interest. The other issues are political, and as normal, we will continue dealing with the political issues. And sometimes you have to talk to people who may not be very friendly to you to advance the interests of your own people. So we will be doing so, and sometimes you've got to do what people may think is unpalatable. But I'm prepared to do it to advance the interests of South Africans.
Thank you, President. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
That's President Cyril Ramaphosa. For you there on the sidelines of that clean-up operation that is taking place out there in Kliptown, and we heard him there engaging with the media on some of the complex issues that we are seeing dominate the public discourse at this moment. And one of those matters is the matter of the Palestinians who arrived in the country without any documentation. You heard there, he says there is a need to balance compassion there as well as responsibility. He continues to say that empathy matters, but so does proper procedure, and that's why he's brought in all the relevant departments to come in and assist in this matter, and the media will be updated in due course with progress on this matter. And then there's that issue before the courts that's currently unfolding at the SCA in Bloemfontein involving the ANC and the MK party. You heard there the president saying it's simple. The ANC is out there trying to protect its identity. All right.